So today I'm going to be showing you guys my morning routine. I wake up at 5 o'clock, sometimes 5:30, depends on the day. So today it was raining and I had to wake up this much time, 5:24. But you can see there is some light that is from my home that isn't outside. It's really dark outside, and just my routine is I go to Abinash's bedroom first. I wake him up, and then I go to the kitchen. But whenever I wake him up, of course, kids are kids. It takes me too much time to wake him up, and that is why I wake up so early. He's needed at school by 7:30. By 7:30, he's supposed to be in school. So that means I have to wake up early, give him all the time. He's just a child. He's just a small boy. And for him to prepare himself, so I give him that remaining period till 6 something. He has to be leaving for school. So last night I made ghee, and this is why you see me organizing here. I made ghee and I had to wash up these utensils that I had used for making the ghee, like the blender and stuff, and I just let them here to dry, mommy-ish. So sometimes I just do most of the work in the night before I go to bed, just to reduce on my work as a stay-at-home mother. If you're a stay-at-home mother, you must be knowing what I'm talking about. And if you're a stay-at-home mother that has the habit of not liking a very dirty or disorganized place, then you will understand what I'm talking about. When the kids are resting, or when the kids not bothering you, that is when you need to do your work sometimes. So usually I just wake up at that early morning. I take my time. I give the boys, I give Abinash his time. I go to the kitchen. I just start preparing breakfast. So today is a Friday, and I've decided to make them a French toast, because obviously we got the bread last 2-3 days back, and I believe it will get spoiled. So instead of wasting it, I decided to make them a French toast. So here I am just grabbing my stuff. That is the ghee that I made last night, just checking if it is okay. So it is fine. It got a little bit burnt, but that is okay. Sometimes it happens. I'm only human, Sometimes I'm so tired. I just let it be on the flame, and I completely forgot about it because I needed to take care of her. She was just crying. So this is some type of sweet. It's called halwa, and I made it last night as well. There was a festival in my husband's village yesterday, so I made halwa for them, and I just let it sit. So when you let it sit, it becomes like this, and you can cut it up just like a cake. So I just make milk for Abi, and then start organizing on the breakfast for my husband and Abinash, what he's going to take for school. So Abinash usually in the morning doesn't like eating anything. Like, he takes too much time brushing, he takes too much time waking up, takes too much time brushing, and he just wants to take a cup of milk. So I let him be, because obviously at school at about 10 something he's going to be eating his food, right? So I check the time, and it is he's still asleep. So I had to go back in the bedroom and wake him up. Obviously he's just a kid. I found him back in his blanket, and I'm like, dude, please wake up, it is getting so late. So my husband has to first drop him at school, and then he will go to office, right? So I don't want him to take a lot of his time, since sometimes he helps me, and I believe I should not give him hard time. We should work together, cooperate as we always done. So Avinash is saying, Mommy, please take me today, it's raining, I just want to go with you. Sometimes he's a kid, he just wants to be a mommy's boy, and I just love him. I let him know how much I love him. I give him all the courage to wake up and be a good boy, and don't bother me that early morning. So he agrees, and he's like, okay, you take me next time, let Papa take me. And I send him to brush. So while he's brushing, I just go back to my work in the kitchen, and my husband is already awake. He's also taking a bath as well. So I go back to the kitchen and I start making my breakfast, as you guys can see. So life is not easy for us, mothers, and especially stay-at-home mothers. We are always tired. Fatigue is too much and stuff, but then we need to be strong. Like, I'm not saying that working mothers don't do. I'm a working mother, I work from home, but then there is that fatigueness you get with too much load on you, like with work, and then taking care of the kids, your husband, family and stuff. So that is me. just making a French toast for the family. Abinash loves this. Whenever I gave it to him, he just gets done with it. Like, he brings back the lunchbox when it is empty. So I checked my oil dispensers and they're all empty. I've not filled them yet. I didn't realize that. I decided to make a French toast with ghee for Abby, because Abby, obviously he will eat anything I give him, but my husband doesn't like a lot of ghee. So for him, for the French toast, I just use normal cooking oil. So for Abinash, I just make it with ghee, because ghee is healthy for the kids and stuff. So in the morning, I usually like giving my husband a very heavy breakfast, if I may say. Like, I give him enough. I want him to eat enough so that he's a person who suffers from ulcers, and his ulcers comes when he takes long to eat or when he eats less. So I like giving him enough. We grew up knowing that people who get ulcers are those ones who usually eat late or do not have what to eat at all. But it is completely different. Like, he eats in time, like he gets everything he needs, but then still he has the ulcers, of which he grew up eating well. Like, for them, they had food time to time. And so sometimes it just happens. So for his case, I just like giving him the enough breakfast in the morning so that it can keep him till 1 o'clock. He comes home for lunch at 1 o'clock, so I give him enough breakfast so that by the time he's coming home, he's not telling me, I have ulcer pain. He's been always on meds, and I tried so much to take that away, because by the time I met him, his ulcers was so worse, and he was alone. An alone man, when a man is alone, you know what it means. Sometimes they will have what to eat, sometimes they won't. They just manage it, whatever they have in the house. And my husband is this kind of person who doesn't like eating outside. Like, he doesn't like eating in people's homes. He doesn't like too much outside foods. Like, he prefers eating homemade food. So when he doesn't make, by the time I met him, if he doesn't make food at home, then that means that he has to manage with either bread or something, which is unhealthy for him because he grew up having enough food. So I think this is where the ulcers became so worse. I met him when he's always taking the ulcer syrups and stuff. So I've tried so much to take that away, and I'm so thankful to God. Like, it has gone away. He doesn't take the medicine at all. Like, it will be once in a while he will be like, man, I have stomach pain, and then maybe I'll just get him a glass of milk or something, and it will help in reduction. But then I do not give him a lot of milk because his tummy doesn't digest the milk. So once in a while I do that when the ulcer is too much, but we have completely gone off the medicine. I'm so grateful for that to God. So making the French toast, I'm so tired, as you guys see. I'm still sleepy. Avinash is sleeping. Adash is sleeping, and I'm so thankful for that. So I'm just being a mother this early morning. So while I'm making the French toast, you can see I give the Abinash Horlicks. I usually mix that in his milk for his energy and stuff, because I believe, Horlicks will help his bones. He's a very, very active child. He likes playing a lot. He likes running a lot. So he needs all the energy that he can get for that. And I believe when I mix Horlicks in the milk, it will help me, on getting the energy that he needs for the day. So during morning time at his school, they give porridge or milk or something, but he never eats anything from school. I don't know why. He says he doesn't like what teacher gives, so he has to eat only what he takes in his lunchbox or in his bag. Like he packs that is what he's going to eat. Other kids will be taking breakfast from school, but he doesn't like that. So this is my husband's breakfast. I've made him 3 toasts, like French toast, and I'm going to add some of the halwa that I made yesterday night, and that is going to be a very good breakfast for him for that day. Like it will keep him through and it will be so helpful. So this is so nice. For us, we'll see it as something else like posho or something, but it is so tasty. I mixed milk, but I didn't mix milk. This is Abinash's lunchbox, just a toast, some bananas, chocolate and almonds for his day. And I'm just going to go straight to get him ready. So in the night, I just prepare his uniform and I put it on Adash's bed, because you guys know Adash doesn't sleep in that bed yet. He still co-sleeps with us. So I just organize his uniform and I put it on the bed so that in the morning I don't need to go and start gathering things up. And when I'm done picking the uniforms, I come and just put his containers in his lunchbox in the bag. Here we're just having a small little jazz. He's like talking about school and stuff while he's having his breakfast. And today, surprisingly, while I gave him his glass of milk, he was like, "Mommy, today I want to eat some of what you give Papa." So he had to share with what his dad had. His dad gave him a piece of French toast. Here I'm complaining, like, why do you always fold your homework like this? I've taught him so many times, 100 times on how to fold the homework, but he never learns. So this morning, the other work that I do is open up the door. Like I like making my work, like doing my work ahead of time. So I just open up the doors and let them be open, so that by the time they are going, there is no need of rushing and panicking of looking for the key and stuff. So Avinash is just saying that toast is so tasty. You guys see it is still so dark and the rain has not stopped. It is just continuous raining, and check out the sun, how it is coming out. It is a very beautiful view. I just loved it so much. So while the rain is pouring down, I love the day that the rain comes. Like I'm so in love with the rainy days, but then of course they hinder around all the works and stuff, but then still some of us love the rain so much. I just love going to my balcony. I sit around my balcony and just watch the rain pour down. And I just have my time. I hear the birds sing, but then this early morning I can't do that because I am a mother. I have to take care of the kid, I have to do the mother stuff. So while Avinash is dressing up, I just wait for my husband to get done with his breakfast. He's so slow, super slow, and then he will go and also get ready for going to school / office. Of course, school, he has to go and drop Abby, and then from there he'll go straight to office. So Abinash is saying he doesn't want to take a sweater. You guys, this boy is just being too much. Who doesn't take a sweater on a rainy day? I don't understand. So the other thing is he never wants to put on a uniform and doesn't put on a watch. Like he's just this kid who is just like me. I grew up being very strict, like so smart according to the uniform and stuff. Those of you who went to school with me must be knowing this. So my boy, I think he's going to take over me, like after me. He's going to be just like me, a very smart kid. So my husband is so ready for office, and he's just getting more, telling Avinash to put on his shoes. Avinash just wants me to do all the work, and I'm like, you have to do this, at least this small thing for yourself, by yourself. You're growing up. You're just too much sometimes. So before Avinash goes to school every early in the morning, before he leaves home, like he has to seek blessings from us. This is one thing that I'm so happy he learned this from India this time around. When we went to India, he used to see his sister doing this for us before she goes to school. So he learned it, and I'm so grateful and so happy he does this every morning. Like I wish he takes over the culture very well. Like, I would love to see my kids taking over their dad's culture, because, of course, that is what any mother would wish for. So I forgot I had put the umbrella in my bag. When my husband was going, I'm like, oh, you didn't take an umbrella, it's still pouring out. He's like, no, I think it reduced. I'm like, take it. Maybe, you never know, you may need it. So, and I also tell Abby to take his rain jacket, because from the parking to the class, he'll get wet in case it is raining. So I'm like, please put it on. He's like, Mommy, no. He already doesn't want a sweater, of course. So he's like, no, see, I don't like it. So this is almost the second time for him to use this rain jacket. It is still so big, but of course it is a rainy day, so it still does the work. So I just let them off to school, and I'm so grateful for such a beautiful day. When they go out, the rain is no more, but I'm so happy to have you guys here. Thanks for the new subscribers, and thanks for watching. Bye.